everybody, as you can see the topic. Canada has officially announced that they are cutting automatic qualification for a 10-year visa to Canada. So when you are a Jamaican or wherever you come from and go to a Canadian embassy now, remember that it will not be automatic for you to get a 10-year stamp in your book no more. Because like me say, I want to notice when this come about. This come about as soon as the American administration in the presidency has changed, and because America is going to clamp down on immigration, Canada is going to have to do the same, and also the UK. So people, just like me say yesterday to Uno, things is going to be harder. You understand me? I say, big up Evie from the UK. Evie, what me? You know, go your bed, go sleep. Eh? Evie, you stay just like me. You see how bright and early me wake up and have my cup of coffee. People, I have said this before that things are not looking good for people with the hopes of having a better life in any one of these foreign countries. Whether it's going to be America, whether it's going to be Canada, whether it's going to be the UK, things is only going to get harder. And like I have said to a lot of the people before, that there will be mass deportation from all of these countries. Because all of a sudden, all of these countries said they are experiencing the same issues with immigration, that they are coming in, they are bleeding the system dry, the healthcare system, the transport system, the benefit system, the job market, everything they complain of. And they all put it down to people who are undocumented. So now they are limiting the amount of people who can come into their country. Remember, Canada is one of these countries who is very big on family. This is why Canada was given an automatic 10-year visa qualification. Automatically, once you apply for a visa to Canada, you would have gotten 10 years in your book. Now, they are cutting it down and they are putting in more stringent measures in place and rules in place. So you could have gone to Canada embassy right now and you just get a one entry. Just go and come back. Simple as that. Canada now give you 10 years again and them something there. And remember, out of all the countries, America, Canada, and the UK, Canada was one of the most lenient country when it comes down to immigration. Because Canada always say they want families to join families. That's why Canada even have a visa where they call them grandparents visa. So your mother or your whoever, when you have your kids in Canada, you can get a visa where they can back and forth. They can stay up to 2 years in the country, which normally, when you get a visa for Canada, you'd have to do your 6 months and come back. But on the grandparents visa and all these other visas, they can spend up to 2 to 2.5 years until they actually becomes a resident of Canada. You understand? But a lot of things will be changing in Canada pretty soon. If it's not changed yet, it will be changing very soon. And the first step, as you guys can see, Canada has cut the 10-year automatic qualification for a Canadian visa. So no tell me now if that look good. Make me big up my people them who up on the live. Evie from the UK, you're the first one. Grand rising to you, Evie. And you are also a member because you have your badge of the J Progress Entertainment team. And also on Valentine's Prize, you are also a member of the J Progress Entertainment team. Audrey Scott, big up yourself. Rosie Hendricks, big up yourself as well. Also a member of the J Progress Entertainment team. I want to go on this morning. Oh, all of the J Progress member, they up so bright and early. It come like when I expect me, you know. Me a broke no bad for what day, I give you every morning, me I give you early morning video. You understand? But tell you what, once I am on day off, I get up with my cup of coffee, which me have here, and the first thing me make sure do when me make my cup of coffee is come and greet my people them to my J Progress Entertainment channel or my J Pro World channel. And I want to say a massive thank you on this channel first to everybody who have supported me on the J Pro World channel. I have just hit 10K on the J Pro World channel, guys. and I am on 51K on this channel. So guys, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your love. I appreciate you guys watching the videos, sharing the videos, and all of that. You understand? Who else we have here? Rosie Hendricks, big up yourself. As me say, you is a badge member, so you know so you are VIP. Good morning to you and your family and wishing you guys all the best. Charmaine, big up yourself. Jacqueline, big up yourself. Morgan, big up yourself. Special K, big up yourself. Special K, what you did there? Where you did the Special K, a long time I no see you, because I do my live them, but I no see you from what day. I guess you were busy. Big up yourself, Special K. Evie from the UK, big up yourself. Jamaican sister, big up yourself. Wolipa respect. Andino, big up yourself, no man. Carlene, big up yourself. St. Vincent in the house. Andino from St. Vincent, big up yourself, Andino. And Carlene Simit, good morning. Carlene tuning in from Canada. Big up yourself, Carlene Simit from Canada. Wolipa blessing. Avril, big up yourself. RG again. Wolipa blessing, no man. Who else we have here again? Try, big up yourself. Who else we have here? Anne Valentine's Price, Wolipa blessing. Anne Valentine's Price said the UK make up reason for refusal. They say just things like your family member who's sponsoring you is not related to you. Let me tell you, of all the countries we deal with immigration, in my view, the United Kingdom is the worst. The United Kingdom, you cannot bring your parents here unless they are unable to help themselves. Them cripple or them have some bad disease where they need 24-hour care and you are going to be the carer. Your kids, if your kids go over 18 years old, they cannot come here. UK just no want to take in nobody. It's simple as that. The only way you get through with UK, you must married, or you come up on a visa, or you have your pitney or whatever, and you're there in the country already and you file on your child behalf. Other than that, God go with you. Because pitney can't take up parents unless the parents depend they die in trial. Remember when me tell you that. Who else we have here again? She play, big up yourself from the United Kingdom. Big up. Red Robin, big up yourself. Red Robin, a long time we don't see you neither. What you did there? Natasha Day, big up yourself. Annie Mary, big up yourself, no man. You know the thing go. Steve Williams, big up yourself. Lady Max, big up yourself. Big up the United Kingdom, Lady Max in the England. You know the thing go already. Audrey Scott, big up yourself. Audrey Scott say I'm going to get ready for a 12 to 13 hour shift in the healthcare. Audrey Scott, big up yourself, big up all of the hardworking females them, and big up all of the hardworking man them. We always are put in the work. You understand me? I say, because we know say anyway you live in any one of the foreign country them, it not easy. No matter what people think it easy, it not easy in the foreign country them. That's why I always say, when you see a man send somebody a $50 or $100 or help out a man in any way, send them a little barrel or anything, you have to be over the moon and flood them with gratitude and thanks. Because when you see it now, you know, things are get harder to reach a foreign. Remember when me tell you that. Make we move on again. Red Robin again, you know the thing go. Rosemary Reed, good morning to you. Manners and respect. All right, the people. So we have everything here this morning because I have said this before that the only escape for a lot of people is if them can get a visa and them passport and go on the foreign country. You understand? Jamaican sister say what country I am in. Jamaican sister, I'm in the UK. I am in the UK, Jamaican sister, you know. So that's why I up them a time here too. And it's about minutes to 10 or something like that. You understand? All right. Me have everything you're saying to my people. And we now go around it. We are going to go through everything. And we are going to see what is the real reason behind Canada cancelling all of the 10-year visa automatic approval. You understand? Because we need to know as well, because we have a lot of people who go up on farm work in Canada. And here's the worst thing about Canada as well. There was a time in Canada when Canada was begging people to come to Canada. They were begging immigrants to run off in Canada because Canada is so big and there's a lot of province which needed residents to help build those province and build those towns and those little areas. So a lot of people were easily given the paperwork in Canada and given work because they didn't have the workforce. The problem with Canada is that Canada workforce is very old. They are more older people, so they wanted young people. So I guess now Canada get enough immigrant and they don't want no more. Just like the one them with England take and America take and the whole of these country, we take what them want, then them start refuse everybody else. You understand? We all know that when you are from one of these developing country, whether Jamaica, Haiti, Bahamas, even Mexico, any one of these countries that are not as developed first world countries like America, Canada, England, and all the others. One of your dreams as a youth is always to get a chance to go to one of these big foreign, because that's what we call it, big foreign. And you always tell yourself that the grass will always be greener on the other side. And you always tell yourself that life will be better if you just get that one chance. And them no need to give you a work permit or anything like that. You just need to get that visa stamp in your book and you tell yourself, say, automatically your life has already been better. Even if you are just traveling there for the 6 months which you are entitled to stay on a visa and go back home, you tell yourself that life will be better. Because guess what? You're going to one of these foreign countries and you're 6 months. And you go stay to the regulation and spend 6 months in the foreign country. You can go wash 2 pots at one restaurant or wash some plate. You can go do landscaping with a friend. You can take on some painting work or some construction work with a friend and make a money through that 6 months there and come back home. You can go do a living job. You can go do a babysitter job or anything like that. You understand? People, let me tell you this right now. People who don't want to do the jobs in this country, because some of the jobs in the countries like America, Canada, England, that the immigrants go there to do, a lot of the citizens and the residents of that country do not do those jobs. They don't want to do those jobs. And the farms, in the factories, in the hotels, the living work, and all of these things, they don't want to do those jobs. But still, they complain and they'll say that the immigrants are taking away their jobs. Fear is fear. If you can go into a country straight, so be it. But they need to understand to say some of them country people suffer and that's the only way out. And some of the people them not coming to them country to sit down and stretch out them hand. Some of these people coming to actually work. So if they are given the opportunity to get straight and work, they will work. And number one, once you're working in any one of these countries, you have to pay your tax so they might get money out of you whichever way. As long as you have a legit job, you have to pay your tax. So they might get money out of you whichever way. And the next thing again, this video is about Canada, so I'm not going to divulge too much in America system. But the Joe Biden administration had a program where they were saying that spouses, if you were married to an American citizen and you were not yet straight and your paperwork was going through, you were not entitled to be deported. You would have been protected under the Joe Biden administration. Well, just since of yesterday, a judge has strike that down. Somebody tell me in the other video say very soon, whether you no married or married not in America, you no soon have to go down the yard unless that person is gonna come to Jamaica, come to Africa, come to Haiti or wherever to get married to you and then start the paperwork from there. But where people think that they can just run off and get married in the country, them are going to change that soon and very soon. All right, we not waste of time. Make we jump into the meat of the matter. Canada ends automatic 10-year tourist visa. Tightening rules for entry. You hear that? All of the rules for entry into Canada right now are get worse and worse. And this is why I say it's going to be harder. And a lot of Jamaicans know the easiest way and one of the easiest country to run off and probably get a chance to get straight and then not pressure you too much or hunt you down like a dog is in a Canada. You can get straight in America, but then hunt you down. You have to be very skilled. England, you don't stand a chance. All 20, 25 years before them sorry for you and give you paperwork. Ask anybody who ever run off in England. Anybody who run off in England, me can bet you say if you ever see them back, it's 20 and 25 years after. England no ball loose ball. Especially with the same Caribbean people, then will come and build up the UK. Remember when me tell you that? All right. Canada has amended its tourist visa policy. So things is different now when you go for your Canadian visa. Ending the practice of routinely granting 10-year multiple entry visa announced on Thursday by Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada. That's called the IRCC. The new guidelines give immigration officers more discretion, allowing them in issue shorter visas based on individual assessment rather than defaulting to extended duration. So you hear the other thing now. Even when you get a visa for Canada now, going forward, it probably just be a one entry. And the immigration officer can't tell you anything. And soon and very soon, you remember, so when you go to a Canadian embassy in Jamaica, it's not like the American embassy. But very soon, very, very soon, somebody say, no, Jay, they don't hunt you down in America. Jamaican sister, of course, they hunt you down in America. You never hear about ICE. You never, American sister, you don't watch my channel. American sister, I have videos on my channel now where people actually reach out and give me the story where they have to run out of them workplace when ICE work raid some of the business place them. You hear me I say? Remember when me tell you that? Me have videos now where people tell me say they have to jump off a bus, jump off a train because ICE their train station, ICE their border, a stop bus, Greyhound, and listen to me man, what you talk about? Them not hunted down in America. As me say, we are going to left that for your America story because we have a lot of that to do. But we just want to get through that Canada one, yeah. You understand? Your special care tell you, say, of course they do. Me know that. I have had a lot of stories and I've put them on my channel as well. Where people have to run out of workplace and run gone like them mad. Take years, me tell you. People have to hide and lock up themselves in a bathroom. And, sure. Jamaican sister, I don't know. I in America, you live Jamaican sister? Do you live in America? Because I don't think you live in America still. Because trust me, you would not say that. Your Jamaican sister there. Jamaica sister says some state. Yes, some state is probably worse than some. Lady Max say yes, they did even here. Yeah, man, they hunt you down anywhere when they want to find you, man. Once you know no paperwork. Moving on, you know, my people. Them say the shift was a part of a broader strategy aimed at managing temporary immigration levels, addressing housing shortage. This is the part where I tell us the country, they must say. Housing shortage is a problem and controlling the rising cost of living. You know, the changes mean that frequent visitors to Canada may now encounter increased application costs and shorter term visa, impacting those who regularly travel for work and leisure. Let me tell you this. You see, this whole visa thing is just a money-making thing. Everybody have gone through the visa system in the United Kingdom can tell you. When they might increase visa and application fees by 100% or 80%, no less. You hear me I say? The threshold right now for anybody to be qualified to take anybody into the UK is over 30,000. That's what they might push it to. How much people in the UK make 30,000 a year? So you know what that means. And if you're bringing your child and your partner to the UK, it's even more. So it's all a money-making game. And the tax, that and in itself is a problem. So right across the globe, every country are tightened for immigration. So who never did reach a foreign before, it just get harder. Who never did get a visa before, it just get harder. Who did run off in a foreign and not straight yet, life are going to get harder for you. Because all them are going to do is make some of the system them get more difficult and stringent for people who have no documentation. So it will get real hard and tough for people in a foreign. Remember when me tell you no. So that's why me can't tell any Jamaican right now or anyway. When a man, you call a man and get $10. If you call him and beg him 50 and he say you only can send 30, give thanks for it. Don't cuss him. Don't bash him. Because life is not going to be easy in a foreign country again. Take it as J Progress tell you. Moving on. For a single entry visa, travelers could only enter Canada once. These visas were generally reserved for specific cases, such as official visit by foreign nationals eligible for fee exemption, participation in one-time event in Canada, or situation governed by country-specific guidelines. Once holders of single-entry visas left Canada, they would typically need to visit visa to re-enter again. And at them they are going to issue to most people now. Single entry. So when you go to Canada, you're not getting no 10 year again, you can back and forth, back and forth. You get a single entry, you go to Canada and go back home. You have to go back to the Canadian embassy, go pay a fee again, apply for visa again and everything. So if you go visit Canada 5 times, a 5 money you go pay. You understand me I say? Because you get single entry. Them not joke with nobody again. Remember when me tell you that? Alright. Under the new guidelines for Canada, multiple entry visa with maximum validity will no longer be the standard. So nobody now go Canada embassy again go get automatic 10-year visa stamp in them book like before. Officers now have the discretion to assess each applicant individually and decide whether to issue a single entry or multiple entry visa based on need. The duration of these visas may also vary depending on the traveler's specific circumstances. So when you say no, you go foreign, go look for your family because Canada go look for your family because you haven't seen them long time. They must say, okay, how long you haven't seen your family? You know, a 5 year now, I see them. Okay, that means you just need to see them one time then. Take a single entry, go do 2 weeks, come back, and you don't need to see them till the next 5 years again. So, and before then, you'll just get a 10 year, so you could have visited your family all 2 times for the year. Not anymore. Canada is closing all the doors. Guidance has been updated to indicate that multiple entry visas issued to maximum validity are no longer considered to be the standard document. Officers may exercise their judgment in deciding whether to issue a single or multiple entry visa and in determining the validity periods, said the IRCC. You know what that means? You could have go to the Canadian embassy now and one of the immigration officer having a bad day and he just say nah give no visa. One day you hear me I say, in wife a give him problem, he say nah give no visa. The woman husband a give her problem, she just go work in a bad mood and say no visa for you today. Or me just a give her a single entry, no matter what. You understand? Moving on. The application fee for Canadian visitors visa is Canadian 100 per person, regardless of whether it is a single entry or multiple entry visa. Therefore, there is no cost difference between applying for single entry or multiple entry. Why the immigration measures now? The visa policy update is one part of a broader approach Canada has recently adopted to balance immigration level and public concern over infrastructure. Here with them say no, are the people them who no want work in Canada and want benefit, and them are complaining, you know. Them are complaining, said the immigrants them are draining the infrastructure system. Another measures recently implemented by Canada include, them say them have job problem, housing problem, the infrastructure like the health, the transportation, the benefit system. The immigrants them are bleeding dry, so they want to get rid of them. But before, Canada was begging these immigrants to come and help them to work and come and help to build up their province and all of that. You understand me I say? And come and have kids in the country and help build up the population, because Canada is a very big place. You know, see how life go. Them use you and then them discard you. Them don't need you no more. Them always make you come fix up them country, then them get rid of you. Them find a way to get rid of you. That's why anybody, whether you're living in America, Canada, or England, if you have a PR card in Canada, or you have your indefinite leave to remain in the United Kingdom, or you have your green card in America, try and get your passport for that country, because that will be your only protection when you are a citizen of that country, not a holder of residency or green card or indefinite leave to remain. only when you're a citizen and have a passport of that particular country and have sworn in to that country upon their flag, you will be protected as a person who were born in that country and go there and get paperwork by whatever means. Remember when J Progress tell you that. Lowering permanent residence target. The government has revised its immigration level plan, reducing the target from 500,000 new permanent residents to 395,000. So everybody who have them PR card in Canada, permanent residency, they have issued 500,000 before, 500,000, and now they will be cutting that by 105,000. So 105,000 less people will be getting permanent residence in Canada. It no matter under what circumstances, it will be less. Imagine that. In 2025, it will go right down. So next year, as of next year, it not go so easy if you get no permanent residency in Canada again. Remember when J Progress tell you that. People, this no look good. Cap on international student visa as well. Canada has imposed a cap on student permit. And a lot of people used to go to Canada and work. Let me tell you a thing what Canada used to have which benefit a lot of families from Jamaica and all of that. If you were a teacher and in a professional position, you could have gone to Canada and take your family with you. That will change very soon. If you were a student from the university, you could have gone and just gone into Canada and probably get a student visa. Now, we don't listen to that part here. Canada has imposed a cap on student permits. Number by around 300,000 over the next 3 years. So 100,000 less a year Canada do for a student permit. So a lot of who did have the plan to go work and study in Canada, them they are going to change. You understand? Ingrid, big up yourself. Erica, big up yourself. Restriction and temporary foreign workers. This is the hard part now. And yes, so Jamaica go feel it. Because one thing about Jamaica, almost every farm worker in Jamaica go to Canada. This has been how a lot of families survive for years in Jamaica because a member of the family go to Canada on a temporary foreign worker visa, which we call farm work visa. I go tell you something. My father, God bless him soul, he passed away without giving anybody any trouble. He just gracefully passed away. The General Colonel in name, Colonel Sidney Sabo, General, so them call him Colonel. All right. From the day I was born, I saw my father traveling to Canada and farm work. That has been the only source of income as a child growing up. Because my mom only used to take care of the kids. Because you know them all time, these people there. Them man, they don't make their woman work. And like now, where woman have to go work. Them man, they don't want their woman work. If you have your kids, you just take care of your kids and them man, they just go work and give the woman the whole of the money. And the woman deal with the money, right? The thing is, I came into this world seeing my father traveling on the farm work program, providing for his family, traveling to Canada. And my father passed away. The same thing. Me come see my guy Canada and he passed away going to Canada. Simple as that. So all of my life, my father has been traveling to Canada on the farm work program. So I know firsthand as a child that the farm work program to Canada has provided meaningful earnings and change people's life in Jamaica. So this will affect Jamaicans particularly in a massive way because the farm work program is one of the most substantial and sometimes the only source of income for some family households in Jamaica and a lot more countries. Remember when we tell you that. But this is what is going to happen now going forward. All right. The temporary foreign worker program has been tightened. So farm work no normal again. Farm workers, mulda tell you if you run off if you no can, but two things that get hard, you now get on the resident permit because them are cut down on that too. If you no run off already, me never know if you tell you say again. You could have take the last chance still because if you no dey in the country already, you be as well take no chance because you probably go down and don't get a chance to go back for the farm work program. So, muda just gamble if so be the case. What else me could have do? Muda just put on my spikes them and start run. Anyway, me end up so you never know. You understand? Me know them are tighten up the borders in Canada, but me know they don't really start hunt down people in Canada like America and England and them place there. So me put on my spikes and grab my little long bag and move. Me not tell no lie. Anyway, them are tighten up on the farm work program, the temporary foreign workers program. I mean know that I got it. Wicked that I got it like a big river stone licking your side. Anybody a man ever fling a big river stone and lick you yet? You feel like you're crippled? Yeah. That I go feel like a big round river stone then reel up and fling with all of them power and lick the Jamaican them in them side with it. It a go cripple all souls in Jamaica. Remember when J Progress tell you that? I mean not joke. Alright. Reducing the portion of low-wage foreign worker that business can hire by 10% to 20%. Jesus Christ. You hear that? Me have to go back to that piece again. Farm workers. Even if somebody who is not on my life now is not a farm worker. Anybody from my life who don't know farm workers, who can send a live to them and just tell them to watch the part from 30 minutes into the live and then we catch that piece here. Farm workers. This a for Canada, one of the country who employ the most farm workers, who people build a house off, buy a car off, send them kids to school out because of that. Listen to me now. Restriction and temporary foreign workers. This are the farm worker them. The temporary foreign worker program has been tightened, reducing the proportion of low-wage foreign workers that business can hire by 10 to 20%. That is going to be a massive cutback. 10 to 20%. All right. Foreign worker that businesses can hire, you know these are the workers from overseas. And if they reduce by 10 to 20%, that's going to have severe impact on smaller country finances because people rely on the farm work program. And like you say, India, China, and all these other countries, most of these students are in Canada on student visa. And I have gone through that section already, what they're doing on student visa. They will be cutting back about 100,000 student permit per year for the next 3 years. So for the next 3 years, 300,000 students who would have gotten a student permit will not get it anymore. And 105,000 persons who have gotten a permanent resident permit in Canada will not get it going into 2025. Remember when J Progress tell you no. All right. Visa requirement instated for Mexican citizens in response to rising asylum claims and unauthorized crossing. Canada reintroduced visa requirement for Mexican national on the 29th of February 2024. So if you want to run across the border, if you go in Canada, God bless on the soul. God go with you. It now go work out. Canada pick up on that and they might tighten all border like everywhere else. Under the previous system, the IRCC issued 2 types of tourist visa. Multiple entry visa, however, applicants do not need to choose between them, as all applicants were automatically considered for a multiple entry, right? But this allows visitors to enter Canada multiple times over the visa validity period, which could extend up to 10 years or until 1 month before the passport expires, whichever was sooner. But boy, oh boy, all of this now will no longer be in the pipeline. Now, it don't make no sense to choose if you have got single entry or multiple multiple entry, because that decision will no longer be down to the applicant entering into Canada. It will be down to the immigration officer if they are going to give you a multiple entry or a single entry. And all the people who used to get a visa to Canada, that will be reduced. Student visas will be reduced. Farm workers visas will be reduced. Application fees will be increased, and all different kind of things. Put it this way. This is the simplest way J Progress can put it, you know. If you got Canada, just get harder. If you run off in Canada and get your permanent residence, it just get harder. Anything at all, even if you go work at Canada, just get harder. So people, as me say, Canada is responding to other countries who are tightening their immigration policies. And like how we see Canada do this, remember, no question asked, America wanna come. America is going to be the worst. England already have for them tight already from a long time. Unless you were a EU, European Union citizen, it was a little bit more lenient for you. But as it relates to the Commonwealth and these countries, it has always been very difficult to bring families into the UK and all of this thing and run off and get straight. Because you're the trick how UK do it now. If you run off in the UK, let's say you get a visa in the UK, if you come to the United Kingdom, and you decide to you go run off and you're not going back home, it's a waste of time, you know. Because I tell you what, you won't have a national insurance number, you won't have a biometric permit, and you cannot get a job. You probably will get under the counter job if you're a skilled worker or something you can hustle and make a little thing. If you can fix one door, one window, put down tile, paint and something, you will make a money. But tell you what, you're not even really going to get place to rent. You always go a catch at somebody's yard. And even if you find a woman, you cannot get married. Even if you have kids in the country, you don't even stand a chance because you don't have no documents to say whatever. So not even your kids them are going really able to file for you under certain grounds because you came to the UK on a visa and it's going to be difficult. You possibly stand a chance for your kids them to file under your kids them, but your lawyer have to be your solicitor has to be very, very, very good and strategic and have a lot of experience with immigration to get that work for you. You understand? If you run off, you cannot get married and get straight like you do in America and in Canada. No, because to get married in the UK, they have to go through a list, an electoral kind of thing where they have with the registrar in the United Kingdom to make sure that you have never been married, to make sure that your immigration status is up there and stuff. So therefore, you cannot get married in the country if you are illegal. In order to get married, even if you find a woman or a woman find a man and one gets straight, that person have to voluntarily go back home to their country. And then that man or that woman who is a citizen of the United Kingdom then goes to that person's country, get married outside of the UK, and then come back and start to file for you to come in. The fact that you have voluntarily go back home, they will consider that and give you a chance. But if I them fling you out, God go with you. Not even married now go save you so easy. You understand me I say? So people, why? Me feel if people who not straight yet are people who did a plan to run off. No matter what the system is still, there will always be a loophole, Remember that. But the loophole them with it big so, them are going to get small about so. Like a nego hole and money. Your money have to tough. Whereas a man used to spend 120,000 US or 125,000 US or 15, 20,000 pounds in the England to start certain thing. That are going to run up to all 40 and 50,000 dollars. Where you go get that? If you did have 40 and 50,000 pounds, where you do England, I kill up yourself and run up and down and look status. And if you have 50,000 US dollars, where you run up and down in America, illegal for before you go to Jamaica go try something. You're alright a certain way and can set up yourself. You understand? So everybody, Alright, this is me a cut it. So let me tell you this. If you never did run off yet, if you're there Canada, woulda put on my spikes and start run. If you're there America, time maybe run out by you. England, my advice is, if you never did come here straight already, nobody run off. Waste your time unless you plan to batter it out for years to come. Remember when me tell you that. Believe when me tell you. 1J Progress Entertainment, me people. Believe no man. You know, if you ask nobody nothing, you know, and nobody now if tell you nothing. I just 1J Progress Entertainment. To the 132 people that were on my live, if you haven't subscribed to J Pro World yet, go on over J Pro World, my other channel, and go subscribe because you have a lot of interesting videos over there as well. And again, I want to say thanks to everyone for tuning in so early in the morning. Me know me wake some people out of them bed. Me know some people are going to work. But tell you what, me know me people them love J Progress already. That's why me have to do my part. And no matter what, me bring a video daily to all my viewers and all my subscribers. Everybody, love and peace out. Me I go read this. Ray Angel say, UK all 20 years, you just a get started. Ray, me just tell them, if you run off in the UK, 20, 25 years before them sorry for you and give up here, you have to in the UK and run off for 10 years before they even consider to give you any little nothing before the lawyer can help sort you out. You have to there for 10 years illegal first. You can't do nothing before 10 years unless you have a trick in the magic bag what J Progress don't know about. Believe when me tell you that. Everybody, big up on yourself. Love and love alone.